And we're back. Hello. I got rid of Paimon. I picked up this Cloud Retainer bird thing. I was given it after the update had happened. But actually, Paimon's still here. I don't know what the purpose of this thing is. But anyway, we got to go talk to Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, whose real name is Lan. But we got to find out something from him. I'm not exactly sure what. Why is it telling me to go this way? Is it shorter to go cut through here? I don't think it's actually shorter. They just have me cut through here. But at least they're showing me where to go again. It's been a little while. We got to solve this issue now. Get out of the stream.
You left in a hurry last time. Is everything okay?
No, not at all. Oh, I always forget. It doesn't go automatically auto. No, it's not.
It's a little hard to explain. Would you mind taking part in a little experiment with us?
Let's
An
do it.
experiment? That came out of nowhere.
No,
I'm listening, though. What do you need me to do?
Could you make a wish?
Imagine your wish coming true before your very eyes.
You want me to make a wish? Is that a new Sub-Zero's festival tradition or something?
Sure, let's go with that.
Questions, more wishing!
Okay, Paimon.
Okay. My wish. Okay. I'm a little nervous saying this out loud, but I want Miss Dunyarzad to be happy.
Something in front of your eyes.
Oh.
Something that will appear.
I noticed earlier that she looked a bit down, and she wasn't really talking to anyone.
Because that's not her.
She just doesn't seem like herself.
Exactly.
She's always so gentle and kind, and all the kids love her. I've also wondered if the reason she asked me to be Ferris Knight of Flowers is because I'm special to her or something.
Oh, you like her. I'm sorry, dude.
So, you have a crush on Dunyarzad?
That makes it sad. That makes it really sad.
Oh, is it that obvious? After what I just
after
said,
you said,
I guess it is.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
When she placed the hat of the Knight of Flowers onto my head, she said to me, I want everyone to have a happy Sub-Zero's festival. What she didn't realize was that I'm not that interested in how everyone else feels. In that moment, I just wanted to be her Knight of Flowers for the rest of my life. 50 years, 100 years, I'll serve her till the end of time.
Well, this sucks.
Okay, yeah, that was a bit much. Felt like the right moment to get it off my chest, but...
No, it's not. It's too late.
Pretty embarrassing.
Yeah, it's too late.
Okay,
it's too late.
I'm ready to make my wish. I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face. Here goes.
This might work.
Please come true.
Please come true.
I'm gonna open my eyes. Oh, you're...
What?
Faki? Sorry, but only one portion of Yalda candies per person. Back home you go. Nice try, you
There was something
two.
weird about that.
Anyway, never mind. I don't need to see her appear right in front of me. As long as she's happy.
Was that someone controlling the dream,
Guess he
just
isn't
taking the
host
appearance of the girl?
dream after all. Should have expected it wouldn't be this easy.
Who would be the host of the dream?
It seems like everyone who knows Dunyarzad loves her, but none of them has any idea that she...
Yeah. Maybe she's still alive on the outside?
My lady, step back.
That sounds like Dia! Oh, right. This is when Dunyarzad bumps into the kidnappers.
Oh, teach them a lesson they won't forget.
Huh? But Dia can handle them. Hey, Traveler!
We have to do things differently somehow. Come on, come on, come on. Return to the accommodation.
Oh, it's you. Great timing. Please take...
Take Dunyarzad and leave.
Hey, this is my job. The homie Yannis pay me, not you.
You're wasting your breath.
Fine, alright. Knock yourself out. Why are you so worked up anyway? It's not like I don't trust your fighting skills.
I just need to work out
Anyway,
some aggression right
watch
now.
yourself.
So you got yourself some backup. Suit yourself. You're going down.
Those lines don't really work after they've left.
Unlucky today. Where do you think you're? Terminate. Propagate.
I really don't even know what this special ability of mine does. Not a clue.
Scatter. Rise. Need.
One down. This door's open. Kind of want to fling him inside. He's not going to live for that.
Scatter.
Life goes on.
And come on. 2 more, right? Yeah, it didn't work out for you,
Where do
did it?
you think you're going?
Not going anywhere. I'm just putting my sword in your face.
I'll be back.
Okay, Arnold, you be back then.
Go.
I'm picking up wood from a tree when I'm not trying to.
I'll take my leave.
And that's that. Let's talk to Paimon. I saw that pop up as a mission objective.
Traveler, were you just taking your anger out on those guys?
I'm fine.
You and Nahida both. Dunyarzad wouldn't want to see you two like this.
Well, this is just a dream anyway.
Oh, and speaking of her, Paimon just remembered something.
What'd you remember?
Remember how during the first Sub-Zero's festival, before the Samsara started, we came here with Dunyarzad because she wanted to pick something up?
Mm-hmm.
She said it was because she had forgotten something.
Yes, I do remember that.
Okay, so Paimon's memory is working so far. Anyway, Paimon also remembers that she is staying somewhere around here. She pointed it out to us the night before the Sub-Zero's festival.
Should we check out what the item is?
Yeah, even if it's only a tiny clue, it'll probably still help us more than this needle in a haystack search.
Very true, Paimon. Very true. Maybe I should keep you over the cloud
It's the
retainer
place.
origami thing.
It's rude to enter other people's spaces without permission, but desperate times call for desperate measures. Hey, the windows are unlocked. Okay, Paimon's gonna take a peek inside.
What if there's really something in there? Paimon enters the room and returns a while later carrying something.
This was only a temporary residence, so there was pretty much nothing inside except this book on the table.
What's the book
Should
about?
we open it?
Oh, great. An elegantly written note. After almost 16 days, I was finally able to get these notes written before the Sub-Zero Festival. Once the festival ends, you and Paimon will probably continue your journey immediately. So I was hoping that I'd be able to give you this before that. This is a compilation of folk legends concerning Lesser Lord Kusanali, created from a series of interviews that I conducted in succession and wrote down. I interviewed so many people, but I'm afraid that there are very few who know much about her. Still, I hope that this will be of use to you in your search for her. Gahardaville's water supply was once contaminated, forcing everyone to go very far out to get water. But one day, people suddenly found that the water was drinkable again. And some said that a green light was seen near the water's source the previous night. Everyone believes that's the work of the divine power of Lesser Lord Kusanali at work. Everyone believes that this was the divine power of the Lesser Lord. Okay. It felt like I said work twice. This sounds quite possible. The decontamination of water sources via natural means probably takes ages. Did Lesser Lord Kusanali appear in Gandharvaville then? After Mama passed away, I was super afraid of the dark and couldn't sleep. But from one day on, I could hear a voice that would chat with me till I fell asleep. A nice lady told me that Lesser Lord Kusanali must have been watching over me. Poor child. I hope that the Sub-Zero Festival makes him a little happier. This is quite similar to something I experienced back then as well. She is indeed a gentle god. There was this one time when I had a wee bit too much to drink and couldn't find my way home to save my life. Then, when I turned a corner, I could have sworn I saw Lesser Lord Kusanali. She was very tall and had the most muscular arms, and she caught me while I slipped and fell. The next morning, I found myself sleeping under a tree. I reckon that must have been her looking out for me. I'm not sure this one has much value as reference. That was probably just a tree, right? These folk records appended with Dunyarzad's references and opinions leave every page densely packed.
Wow.
Yeah, last one definitely wasn't it.
Dunyarzad wrote all of this. Sounds like she was always thinking of us even while we were away.
She's a very caring
Even though
person.
she was also busy preparing for the Sub-Zero's festival and had all her health problems to worry about.
We
She
need
must
to
have
take
wanted
down
to
the
give this to
academia.
us as a gift on the day of the Sub-Zero's festival, right?
Seems
If
like
we
it.
hadn't found this book, we never would have known.
It's her dream.
But now that we know,
Who would know about this
we
book other than
can't
her?
even thank her.
Dunyarzad. Could it be that her body couldn't be sustained in here anymore, but her mind is still going? Talk to Dunyarzad. The not real one. Because isn't she also the only person that seems fake that we interact with? You could say, well, when the traveler left on his own, he saw people just kind of mindlessly wandering around. Yeah, but we've had the real and a fake Dunyarzad. Let's talk to her. I think she's the key. So who else would know about this book? Maybe Dia. She might have told Dia.
It's Dunyarzad's puppet.
I'll feel better if I say this out loud. Thank you.
Traveler? You must be exhausted.
I think everybody's exhausted.
Come to think of it, we've been stuck in this place for a really, really long time. Heck, even the last time we were chatting happily with Dunyarzad feels like an eternity ago.
Kinda was. Who knows how long we've actually been stuck in this dream.
Paimon still remembers when we were sitting here, and the way her eyes sparkled when she talked about Nilu's Dance of Sub-Zeros.
I can barely recall it now.
There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any regrets.
Hmm?
That was what the real Dunyarzad said, wasn't it? Does that mean...
Dunyarzad?
Yes, Traveler. What is it?
Oh, so she's still just a puppet. But just now, how come...
No, leave behind any regrets.
Where are we going this time?
To watch the dance of Sub-Zero. Are we gonna break the cycle? Is seeing the dance actually gonna break the cycle? I have a feeling it might. Let's get in between them.
If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single event organizer. The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency. I advise that you exercise tact.
How did things turn out like this?
Let's put an end to it all. Do the dance.
Traveler? You don't have to get involved. He's a sage from the academia. I don't want to drag you into this.
Oh no, there's a whole lot more to get dragged into.
Traveler, what the heck are you doing? If you get arrested by the academia, that's another day gone to waste.
No, this is what has to change. We know what you're doing. They don't have dialogue from him.
Wait, they're not reacting. Have they been scared stiff?
They're puppets.
Oh, of course! If this is the sage's plan, they wouldn't put themselves through this.
So they have nothing to say. Because
So
they're puppets.
they're just substitutes.
They're murderers, basically.
What is this? What happened to the Grand Sage and his entourage?
What's up with those flowers?
Like I said, they symbolize the goddess of flowers. It's just a shame that all the real Padisaras went extinct after her death.
Are those the real
Yes.
Padisaras that we're looking at? Because they're
Greater
brought
Lord
forward in a
brought forth
dream?
new Padisaras in memory of the goddess of flowers. But she ultimately could never truly replicate that beautiful shade of purple. That beautiful shade of purple. Aren't these flowers real Padisaras? Just like the ones from the legend? I didn't even notice. Dunyarzad, did you find these?
But didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct after the goddess of flowers passed away? So, how?
Yeah. What's going on here?
Milu, close your eyes.
Huh?
Imagine that the Grand Sage and his entourage are not here in front of you.
You guys are acting weird.
She's the target because that's
But
the one that she
okay,
interacted
I'll try.
She's the one that they interacted with on that actual day. She's the controller. Hey,
They disappeared! So Nilu's the host. What a surprise! Purple Padisaras don't exist in the real world anymore. But in Nilu's subconscious, they can appear as decorations on the stage. It's just like the example Nahida told us. People assume there will be food on a plate, and Nilu assumed there would be real Padisaras in the flower pots. So when you saw the flowers, you instantly knew it was Nilu?
correct.
But if we want to end the samsara, we need the host to become aware that they're dreaming.
Then we just take the first step towards
How
that.
should we make Nilu realize that?
She just made the
I
Grand Sage
dreaming?
disappear. Between the flowers and the sage disappearing. How did you come to that conclusion?
So I'm right. Is this Lesser Lord Kusanali responding to our celebration of the Sabzeruz festival?
Not exactly.
Wrong guess, but you aren't completely wrong either. The point is, what made you think this is a dream? As far as you know, people in Sumeru don't dream, right?
Yeah, but have you heard the tale of the first sage?
Nope.
To prevent a calamity, he went on a journey to find the Dendro Archon.
Oh, I did hear that part.
Sounds familiar. Dunyarzad told us a story like that when we first arrived in Sumeru City. So it was about the first sage, huh?
Yep, but in the part you heard, he hadn't become the first sage yet. There's more to the story.
Do tell.
His piety and wisdom were acknowledged by the Dendro Archon, and she finally gave her blessing to him.
Okay.
All kinds of spectacular scenes appeared in front of the first sage. as if all the knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right before him. He was captivated. After who knows how long, he mastered all the knowledge he could comprehend. Afterward, he said to the Dendro Archon, "I miss my parents, my wife, and my children. I've been away from home for far too long. They must be worried." The Dendro Archon smiled. The next second, the sage found himself lying in his bed, as if he had just woken up from a dream. His wife, lying next to him, said, "You're off to search for the Dendro Archon today, aren't you? Have a safe journey, my love." In the end, the first sage took care of many disasters in Sumeru City and founded the Academia. What a happy ending.
So, the first sage was dreaming ever since the beginning of the story? He never went on his journey?
Yes, but his faith and determination were conveyed to the Dendro Archon, so she blessed him in the form of a dream.
Paimon understands where you're coming from now. That's a really interesting connection. But we really gotta wake up soon, like the sage in the story.
Now that Nilou is aware of it.
I see. Well, it just so happens that today's Sub-Zero's festival is almost over too.
She gonna do the dance?
Since we're in a dream, let's make this final dance of Sub-Zero's as beautiful as we can.
Go for it. Please dance your heart out. Is this part of the dream that she knows she can manipulate?
The wait is over, everyone. I dedicate this to our god, the dance of Sub-Zero's.
Is this the dream unraveling?
I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilou's dance.
Can we go kill the Grand Sage now? Dude deserves to die. Let's be real about that.
Oh, good morning, traveler. Oh, Paimon feels like she's been asleep for the longest time.
Good morning, Paimon.
Paimon's head feels super heavy. Did we oversleep? Do you even remember going to sleep last night?
Do we not remember what happened?
Paimon thinks it was after the Sub-Zero's festival.
Recall.
Festival. Have we finally escaped from the Sub-Zero samsara?
I remember now.
Quick, take off your Akasha terminal.
Quick, let's go see Dunya Zad.
She's not in her room. What happened?
Let's go to the usual spot.
What usual spot?
Could have been like it reset or something. Wait, where are we going? Okay, here. Just didn't look familiar for some. She's live.
Well done, Traveler and Paimon. And
I knew it
thank
wasn't
you,
Catherine.
Dinyarzad, for organizing the Sub-Zero's festival for me.
I'm sorry, who are...
Dinyarzad! You're okay! Oh, don't scare us like that!
Then you're Zod.
Oh, Traveler Paimon. I have something amazing to tell you. I just had a dream, and I saw Nilou performing the dance of Sub-Zero's.
It was a Link dream, and she did perform in the dream. The morn 1,000 roses bring. So, Kusanali, plan on breaking it down for Dunyazad?
You're actually Nahida, aren't you? Paimon felt like Catherine was acting weird when we met at the Sub-Zero's festival.
Exactly.
And
She wasn't acting like a robot.
Dinyarzad, did you save her? It's a really long story. We shouldn't disturb her. Her consciousness is still weakened. Let's chat somewhere else. How about by the Traveler's favorite bench?
I have a favorite bench. I know exactly where she's talking about, too. All right. Before we go to that, we got some achievements. Wait, from the Sub-Zero Samsara. Complete Morn 1,000 Roses Bring. The Morn 1,000 Roses Bring. And also, I don't think I didn't notice that we got something to boost our constellation on this. Yep, we got a Memory of Flourishing Dream. After Razorgrass Blade hits an opponent, it will regenerate 3.5 energy for the Traveler. Nice. I still prefer Animo for the Traveler above all. What would be the fastest way to get there? You know what? Let's cut through the bazaar. Excuse me, open the doors. Thank you. And then we'll cut straight through here. Not get stuck behind the door, please. Why is he bending forward like that? Is he tired? Considering what everybody supposedly went through. You would think they were all tired. Here we go. Why is she still labeled as Catherine? We know it's not her.
Let's talk about Dinyarzad first. It's such a relief that she's all right.
She was our biggest worry, really.
After we parted on the last day of the Sub-Zero's festival, I left the city and saw what the Traveler had described. Among the countless dreams, I found one that was growing fainter and fainter. This proved my suspicion.
Which is...
Once Dinyarzad could no longer bear the Akasha harvesting her dreams, her consciousness began to dissipate. But this also meant it escaped the Akasha's control. Such a small fragment of consciousness can't last for very long, though. It will return to its original
Can the bird move?
where both will gradually fade until they completely disappear.
So that's why she has to
I
rest
used
up
all
now.
the power I had to keep her dying dream alive as long as possible. But it still wouldn't have lasted for much longer if it hadn't been for you two breaking the samsara.
This all happened in one night.
Looks like we did manage to save Dinyarzad in the end. And not a moment too soon.
This is truly a miracle.
Huh? Why are you two smiling so happily? I thought you'd be so moved that you'd start crying.
What, you want us to cry?
I need to spend more time observing human emotions.
Sometimes all you can do is
Fine.
smile.
Everyone reacts differently. All right. You two must have a lot of other questions for me, right? After all, you saved my faithful believer. As
your reward, I will answer any and all questions.
About what I saw in that dream at the Avidia Forest.
At the Avidia Forest,
Avidia.
there was this incense that made the traveler fall unconscious and dream of a huge tree and a red sky.
On more than one
You also
occasion.
heard someone's voice, right? It said world and forget me.
That's Greater Lord
So you
Rukkhadevata,
do
isn't it?
know. We've been wanting to ask you what that was about, and if the red sky was related to Conria.
It would make sense because,
It seems like the traveler established a connection to Irminsul.
yes,
That was a message left by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Irminsul. Perhaps her last memory before she died.
because they looked down on
As you
Kusanali because of
probably
Rukkhadevata.
know, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared after the disaster in Conria. The timings of these events do line up, so your suspicions are reasonable.
A message from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? We thought it was from the Scarlet King.
The Scarlet King? That god who died even longer ago? Some present-day desert dwellers still worship him. You probably just heard some of their conspiracies.
Okay, so what does the message mean?
So forget her so that they don't disrespect Kusanali like they've been doing.
I haven't managed to decipher it. Even the Akasha
think that makes
isn't
perfect
currently
sense.
capable of doing that. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Irminsul seems to be contaminated with something that has a very dangerous aura to it.
Oh.
Many devoted scholars go mad as soon as they connect their consciousnness. I've warned the academia about this many times, but people still keep falling victim to it.
Because they don't want to listen to you because they don't
But
respect
I
you because they're
believe this
trash
is
people.
the key to saving Irminsul. That's why I've kept trying to decipher it.
So the tree in the vision was Irminsul? Oh, Tainari also said that Irminsul is sick. Is it because of the contaminated consciousness? But even if you can't figure out what that vision was all about, it seems like our search for you was all in vain.
The traveler wasn't affected after coming in contact with that consciousness. I've never seen anyone like that. With you
Now you
here,
have.
we may have a chance at deciphering it. No, we must decipher its secrets. I've already eliminated all other factors that might affect Irminsul. This is the only one left.
Well, let's do it
This
then.
puzzle has life and death at stake. It could determine Irminsul's fate, as well as Tevat's.
Why do you look like Catherine?
To be accurate, I'm using the Akasha as a medium to occupy Catherine's consciousness.
Oh, so you actually kind of are her.
How did you do that?
She's a machine.
Catherine. Does this mean you can also occupy other people's consciousnesses?
She's a machine.
Theoretically, I can enter anyone's mind as long as they're wearing their Akasha terminal. The Akasha is the legacy of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. As Lesser Lord Kusanali and the first Akasha terminal, my consciousness has always been linked to the Akasha. I've always respected my people's free will, so I've never actually occupied their consciousness. When necessary, I just borrow this bionic Snezhnayan puppet.
There we go.
Hold on. Did we just learn some deep, dark secret?
It was obvious.
No.
She says
Wonder
error
Paimon felt something
sometimes.
was off about her. What about your own body? Why do you need to borrow other people's? Don't you live in the sanctuary of Surasthana?
That story begins a long time ago. After Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared, the sages found my newly born self and took me back to Sumeru. At that time, I was young and weak. The sages kept me in the sanctuary of Surasthana, ostensibly for the sake of protecting me. But I've hardly heard from them since. However, I do understand that they had hoped to find Greater Lord Rukkhadevata instead of me, a symbol of her
Jerks.
passing.
So, the sages basically put their new Archon under house arrest?
Yep.
How dare they? Why don't you teach them a lesson, Nahida?
In some ways, they aren't wrong. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was omniscient and omnipotent. Even after her death, the Akasha is still empowering this nation. And I'm still really far away from being able to call myself the God of Wisdom. Moreover, the Academia is also more proficient at governing this country. My existence has little meaning.
To me, you're already an excellent Archon. I mean, look at what you just did. Come on, let's be real.
Yeah, you got a lot of believers. Just look at the Sub-Zero's festival. Everyone who showed up truly loves you.
Thank you for the kind words. But I honestly don't need physical freedom as long as I can connect my consciousness to the Akasha. Trying to find a way to save Irminsul is my life's mission and top priority. I will work on that, and try to live up to being a deity in the meantime. Every once in a while, I will also take up the duties of the God of Wisdom and enlighten a
Duties.
lost soul here and there. Doing all that should be enough.
Now, about the Sage's plan.
There's never been any big problems with the Academia's governance of Sumeru.
So now,
This is the first time I've seen them step out of line.
they stepped out of
What caused
line.
them to go down this path, and what they hope to achieve. Even though the city's residents haven't noticed anything strange, if the Traveler hadn't broken the Sub-Zero Samsara, the situation could have become dire. I tried to do some investigating in the Akasha, but I couldn't find anything suspicious. And all the people of interest seem to purposely avoid wearing their Akasha terminals. I think they're deliberately trying to hide something.
Oh, that
I feel like it's
reminds
gonna
Paimon.
notice.
In Gandharvaville, there was a sage who had invited Kynarite to join some kind of project. Could it be related?
Regardless, I need to first investigate the sage's motives, make things right, and punish them if needed.
Oh, punish them all
I
day.
have to be discreet, or they'll see me coming.
They shouldn't have anything to say to you. You're their lord. No one has realized the issue with the Akasha?
You mean how the Akasha stops you from having dreams?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's been such a long time. No one's noticed something's up?
It's not that no one noticed. It's more like no one cared. Ultimately, it's all rooted in the sage's misdirection.
Misdirection?
The sage has convinced everyone to believe that being unable to dream is a sign of rationality and wisdom. Not dreaming is a badge of honor in Sumeru.
That's dumb.
Even if the truth is that their dreams are being reaped by the Akasha. With their propaganda in place, the sages can maximize their use of the Akasha to facilitate their research. Besides, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata must have created the Akasha in the hopes that it could be used to its full potential. That's why I've never come out strongly against this. Anyway, the perspective advocated by the sages drowned out any voices of doubt. By now, even those who never use Akasha terminals find it too shameful and embarrassing to talk about their dreams.
Well, I don't have any other
Got
questions.
it. I hope my answers were satisfactory,
Literally.
seekers of knowledge. To be honest, maintaining Dunyarzad's fading dream took a lot of mental energy. I think I may need to rest for a while. Oh, and you
Understandable.
don't need to worry too much about the sage's activities for now. The Akasha won't be able to conduct another project on the scale of the Sub-Zero Samsara in the immediate future.
Go and get some sleep. Leave everything to us. What a relief.
Or the Traveler, really.
This is truly the most exhausting birthday I've ever had.
Yeah, it turned nighttime while you're talking.
Traveler? Paimon? Why am I here? Do either of you know?
Just a deity using your consciousness.
You were sleepwalking. You know you can't wake up a sleepwalker.
That's really where you go with Paimon.
We happened to walk by, so we thought we'd wait for you to wake up.
I see. Huh. I should visit my maintenance personnel sometime. Oh, I'm fine. I better go. Thank you.
Was that her attempt to subvert the fact that she's... no, a bionic?
We've spent quite time in
Teacher.
Sumeru City, but ever since we last said goodbye to Lesser Lord Kusanali, we haven't heard anything from her. Oh,
We just
can't
said goodbye
keep
just
waiting
now.
around like this. Let's go find Catherine and pick up some work so we can at least keep ourselves busy.
I guess we're on to the next thing then. Quests. Sounds from afar like a triumphant hero. Still can't do this one yet. Let's see. Let's do sounds from afar. Dreams, emptiness, deception. That seems like it might be the next part. So let's wait on that front. We'll do sounds from afar. Oh, especially because this is timed. Wait, how far are we going? All the way back to Mondstadt. At least we're out of that dream now. At least we can go places. It's been a while. We gotta talk to this Catherine or the other Catherine in order to go on to whatever the next step is.
Let me just confirm. Yes, all tasks on the checklist are complete. Traveler, Paimon, we are grateful for your assistance.
On what?
Thank goodness you were able to come as soon as we contacted you. Who knows how we would have coped with all these commissions otherwise?
I don't know.
It was nothing. The last couple of days have been pretty busy, but it was all super easy stuff, like delivering and escorting goods.
That's not what we've been
We
going
heard that
through.
You were short on people. We thought we were going to be in for another long and drawn-out adventure.
Being the seasoned adventurers that you are, it's true that you are suited to work of a much higher caliber than your recent assignments. However, this situation is unavoidable in Mondstadt at this time of year.
Huh? Why's that?
Yes, probably because it's harvest season?
That's right. This is the ideal season for harvesting crops and fruits. And for the wine capital of Tevat, it's also the all-important winemaking season. Farmers are
They get
anxious
to make
to
wine?
sell off their fresh produce, and all the major wine merchants are seeking to purchase top-quality ingredients to make new product.
Ooh.
Oh, no wonder we keep hearing people talking about wine these days.
We actually don't.
Huh? What do you mean? Seriously? Yes, I swear I'm not making this up. The acting Grand Master wants everyone to gather at headquarters in the main hall.
Uh-oh,
Hurry!
what's going on?
We need to leave right now or we'll be late. Hey, wait up!
What's going down? Tell me what's going down?
Why do those two knights look so flustered?
Huh, Kaya, we haven't heard from you in a while.
Well, hello there. If it isn't the Traveler and Paimon. What a rare pleasure.
Kaya! Just the person we need! Why is everyone running off to the Knights of Favonius headquarters all of a sudden?
And is our help required too?
Don't worry. This isn't one of those occasions where you need to come to everyone's rescue. All that's happened is that the Knights of Favonius have just received a letter from the Grand Master. Acting Grand Master Jean will be convening a meeting in the main hall shortly to go through it.
She should be trying to overthrow him.
that's a
He hasn't been here the whole freaking time I played.
Wait, hold on a second. What did you say again?
A letter from the Grand Master?
The Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius? Isn't that Varka? The leader of that legendary expedition? So, what did Varka say in the letter? How's the expedition going? When are they getting back?
Oh, so interested in our Grand Master all of a sudden?
Oh, you've never seen
Never
him.
knew you were such a gossip.
It's only normal, isn't it? Bet you'd be curious too if there was someone you'd heard loads about but never met.
Yep.
Even Master Jean says he's a living legend. Oh, pretty hard not to get hyped up after hearing that. Besides, the expedition has been going on for ages, and we still never heard a single thing about what they're up to.
Not once.
The acting Grand Master is very gracious in her appraisal. Varka brought quite a bit of trouble to those around him on the road to becoming a legend. I'll have to tell you about it sometime.
Okay.
Anyway, since this has piqued your interest, why don't you join me at headquarters? And we'll see what the letter says. We do miss our honorary knight, after all. It's been quite a long time since your last visit.
Sure.
Yeah, it's been some
Let's go and
episodes.
see what it's all about. Bye, Catherine. See you soon.
All right.
Yes. Bye-bye.
Take care now.
Sounds from afar of Ballads and Brews, Act 1. So we gotta go to the nice Favonius headquarters. Wouldn't it be faster if I just felt... I'm teleporting over and then gliding down. It's obviously the easiest way to get there. While we're at it, we could probably... Wait, there are no eggs up here. I'd say probably get some eggs, but yeah, no, that won't be happening. All right, and in we go. So is it going to trigger once we get inside here, or do we have to go inside another place when we're inside here? Oh, it's triggering now.
It looks like just about everyone's here.
Hey there, cutie. Paimon. I didn't know you two would be coming. So you heard about the letter?
Yep.
Yep, we ran into Kaya near the adventure.
And it's been a long time, Lisa. It's been a really long time.
Oh, wow. Paimon's never seen so many people in the main hall at once before. Oh, Paimon's getting kind of nervous now.
Don't get too carried away, all right? If I know the Grand Master, the fact that he has the time to be writing letters means it's probably nothing serious. It certainly won't be bad news.
Kaya's exaggerating a little, but otherwise I agree.
You know, there's a whole group of people from Mondstadt that you could
After
say that
all,
we've never been
Mika's
introduced
not
to.
the kind of person who'd be able to keep it hidden if something were the matter. The truth would be written all over his face.
Mika? Who's that? But yeah, basically, they can introduce like a whole bunch of characters and just say that they were out with the Grand Master the whole entire time. And the Grand Master, too.
Over there, look. The kid standing next to Jean in front of the staircase? He used to be a land surveyor in Eula's team. He's very talented in what he does, and a very reliable person. When the expedition team set out, the Grand Master appointed him to be the core member of the frontline team. He's the one that brought back the letter.
Please, may I have your attention, everyone?
Yeah,
Now
you
that
can
we're
have
all
it.
here, let's begin reading out the letter from the Grand Master. Mika, please, go ahead.
Yes, Master Jean.
Sounds like he's someone that stumbles over his words.
Hello, everybody. I am Mika, surveyor of the Reconnaissance Company. Recently, I have been taking part in an assignment with the expedition team. I will now be reading Grandmaster Varka's letter aloud for you all.
Is he not good in front of crowds?
To the Knights of Favonius. Greetings, everyone. This is Varka. The first thing I want to say to
This is
you all
awkward.
is please put your minds at ease. The expedition is safe, and all of its members are accounted for.
Oh, that's fantastic news. My palms are sweating.
Knees weak, arms are heavy. Is there vomit on your sweater already? Is it mom's spaghetti?
May I continue?
I'll chill. Can someone else read?
Go ahead, Mika.
She might be trying to work up his
All right.
nerve. I don't know if he's
Now
ever
that
actually going to
your
get it in this
fears are
instant.
allayed, I trust you'll be ready to listen to the rest of my letter. I'm writing to you from the northernmost reaches of Tevat by the light of a stove. The expedition forces are stationed here while we restock. I once told you that the purpose of this expedition was related to a dangerous secret from days long past. I am still unable to disclose more than this, but suffice to say that you needn't worry about how our mission is progressing.
Why not?
In the past couple of months, we received an
Where's
unexpected
Amber?
visitor. The Fatui
Or Eula?
Harbinger known as the captain.
The captain?
I hope Paimon saying that doesn't throw him off.
I am fully aware of the
he's
Fatui's outrageous actions in Mondstadt in recent history.
Very
Nevertheless, the captain was not hostile towards us on this occasion.
That's surprising.
Open parenthesis. I rather suspect that's because this time, Snezhnaya and we are in the same boat.
What?
Close parenthesis. The man hides everything under the mask he wears, so no one can know his past or his origins. However, one thing is for sure.
What's that?
He is as hard as iron for having the courage to challenge gods as an ordinary mortal. I don't doubt that he could even take out a ruin guard by stabbing it in its big, glowing eye with one of Klee's crayons. Open parenthesis, don't get any ideas. Close parenthesis.
I need to get one of those crowns.
Our scouts have confirmed that the captain received orders to head for
Wait, they have crowns in this
Matlon
world?
3 days ago. We'll be able to sleep much better now that we don't need to worry about him anymore. I will admit that some of his actions have helped us, but even then, he owed us at least that much. This year's Weinlesefest must be kicking off in Mondstadt any day now.
Is that like
What a
Oktoberfest?
great pity that this year, once again, we will be unable to spend the festival together. Everyone here is always thinking back fondly upon the fine wines of Mondstadt, as well as the happy times we have spent with each and every one of you.
I feel like this part is
I
unnecessary.
hope that you and all the citizens of Mondstadt enjoy the festival to the fullest. Have a few drinks on our behalf. The Dawn Winery's limited edition Weinlesefest seasonal special will do nicely. May Lord Barbados bless Mondstadt, and may the wind carry our sentiments back to your side. Varka. P.S. If you're wondering who's tougher between me and the captain, well, I'm the Grand Master. There are 10 captains in the Knights of Favonius, but only one Grand Master. Ah ha ha ha
no.
ha. His left, not mine. The
There's two
letter ends
Grandmasters.
here. Thank you, everyone, for your attention.
Thank you, Mika.
Master Jean,
I feel like they just torture the kid.
I just noticed that there's something else written on the back of the last page.
Ooh.
P.P.S. I ran out of paper, so I'll add this here. Lisa, the following is a message for you. This part seems to be from the Grand Master to Miss Lisa.
Oh, for me?
Is it private?
Seeing that it's a special message, Lisa, we'll discuss this in private.
Oh.
Everyone, as the Grand Master mentioned in his letter, the Weinlesefest is in just a few days. And how fortunate we are at this time to receive word that all is well with the expedition. Though they are unable to return to Mondstadt and spend the festival with us, the Weinlesefest will nonetheless be a major event that all of Mondstadt is looking forward to. I hope that everyone will guard your stations and perform your duties, both for our far-flung
Duties.
colleagues involved in the expedition and also for the hardworking people of Mondstadt. And of course, during your time off, I hope you will be able to rest, relax, and enjoy this long-awaited festival. That brings our meeting to a close. Dismissed.
Did Paimon hear that right? They ran into the Fatui's captain? Who knows what that was about? But it must have been important. But, Fatui Schmatui! The real big deal here is the Weinlesefest. Sounds like there'll be loads of free food and drink. Paimon wants to hear more.
Typical Paimon.
Hey, cuties. How about we go and chat with Jean? You didn't get a chance to say a proper hello with so many people here.
Mm-hmm. Plus, you got to find out what he was saying in that letter to you.
Go.
Could have been something important. It could have been something just between the two of them. Really, really, really. Oh, is that like a bird feather? Oh, it's one of those types of things. I forget what they're called. Let's open the door. Hi, Jean.
Ah, Lisa. The Grandmaster's letter is just on the table. Traveler, Paimon, it's been a long time. Apologies, I didn't get the chance to talk with you during the meeting just now.
It's all good. You had a lot to address.
If you don't have any plans in the immediate future, why not stay in Mondstadt for a while? We'll be celebrating the Weinlese Fest very soon.
Don't be deceived. Jean may appear very composed, but she's been missing you both terribly recently.
Oh?
Lisa.
I'll leave you to catch up. I'm going to read my letter.
I miss Mondstadt too. I've missed everyone as well. We'll go with I miss everyone as well.
Mondstadt's where
We're kind of stuck in a
during
dream for a while.
After all, we have a lot of fond memories here. Master Jean, neither of us really knows anything about this Weinlese Fest. Could you tell us more about it?
Yes, of course. The Weinlese Fest is an ancient Mondstadt festival just like Ludi Harpastum and Windbloom. In addition, it's the most important part of the fall. Each fall, the west wind blows in Mondstadt. Legend has it that the wonderful scent of Mondstadt's winemaking during the harvest season entices even the Animo Archon into attendance, being the great wine lover that he is. No matter where he is, he will transform into a soft breeze and return to his homeland.
Yeah, that sounds like the Animo Archon, all right.
For this reason, Mondstadters call the western wind the returning wind. The Weinlese Fest originally began as a celebration to welcome Lord Barbados on his return. In the past, every household would brew fresh wine around this time of year and keep it sealed at least until Windcoming Day during the following year's Weinlese Fest. Uncasking the sealed wine is a symbolic way of inviting the Animo Archon to share a drink. Legend holds that if the Animo Archon is satisfied with the taste of the wine, he will summon a gentle breeze to richly bless the people.
Richly bless? How?
Knowing him, it was probably blessing them with more good wine the next year.
That's a good question. But there's really no way of knowing. These are very old stories. Many of the details have been lost to time.
Yep, that'll happen. Some stories change completely as they get passed down. Hence why these days, Mondstadters will get into endless arguments over what kind of flower a windbloom is.
All part of how cultural heritage is created.
Indeed. But for the time being, at least, the tradition of paying tribute to the Animo Archon on Windcoming Day is still alive and well, and the Weinlese Fest remains a time for Mondstadters to share the joy of the harvest with one another as they partake of fine wines. This is a time of the year when many Mondstadters living away from Mondstadt return to their hometown. For those unable to return, Weinlese Fest is the period when they miss their family and friends most keenly.
Oh, so that's why the Grandmaster wrote, "May the wind carry our sentiments back to your side."
For this year, we've joined forces with the Church of Favonius and the Adventurers Guild to host a celebration on the banks of Cider Lake just outside of Springvale. There will also be a traditional wine market during the festival period.
Wine market?
Well, originally, it was simply a place where winemakers and farmers would come to trade in raw ingredients for winemaking. These days, it is a much grander affair. Not only will you find a range of choice wines, but seasonal fruit beverages and food items for everyone to enjoy too. A lot of people also sell secondhand goods and handicrafts at the market. The Knights of Favonius plan to use this as an opportunity to do some fundraising for needy children and elderly people in the city.
Wow, sounds pretty cool!
If you have the time, I encourage you to take a look around. I hope you'll find it a worthwhile experience. Now, Lisa, what was the Grand Master's message to you about?
I was just about to bring that up. The Grand Master says he wants me to handle something for him. Something to do with Razor's past.
Razor's past?
Wolvendom. He never knew his parents. In his own words, the wolf pack is his lupical, which means family.
Yes, that was as much as I knew as well. But in his letter, the Grand Master says that in the cabinet above the third bookshelf, to the right of the grandfather clock in Jean's office, there's a wooden box containing some items that Razor's parents left for him. He says it's time to give the box to Razor.
Does this mean the Grand Master knew Razor's parents?
Seems like it.
It would seem so. The Grand Master didn't simply run into Razor one day in Wolvendom and teach him how to use a sword. No, the connection between them goes back much further.
Seems like it.
Wow. Well, come on. Let's go find Razor. He'll be pretty excited to find out something about his true parents.
Lisa, something's worrying you.
Oh, cutie. Nothing escapes your eyes, does it? For the child who never met their biological parents, this kind of conversation is always a difficult one, even for the most well-adjusted. By contrast, Razor grew up in Wolvendom and has had very limited contact with human society. Who knows whether he's ready for this or not?
Only one way to find out.
The Grand Master will have given due consideration to Razor's circumstances. Perhaps he felt that now would be the most appropriate time.
That's a good point. Okay, cuties, can I leave you to break the news to Razor? He thinks of me as his teacher, so he might not open up to me if he gets upset. But you are his trusted friends. I think it makes more sense for him to hear about this from you.
Don't worry. Leave this to us.
Thank you, sweetie. Try to be as encouraging as you can. Someone his age needs all the love and support they can get.
So I guess she already got it off the bookshelf. What was it, like third shelf? Right of the clock? I'm not gonna worry about it. We've already gotten it. See the headquarters. Kai and Mika are still talking. Are we gonna have more interaction with Mika? He's definitely a more decorated character.
Usually around Wolvendom, right? How do you think he'll react after hearing about this?
Only one way to find out, but we'll find out next episode. Not half episode, because we are doing a half episode in between. But next episode, we'll find out. So that'll be it for this one. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, deuces.
That doesn't sound very good.
Okay.
So I wrote it in the rhyme. The Reverend Doctor got an 8K, wet working. The roaches get the race spray. My weak rhyme, my body, your best verses on game day. I touch the crowns of self-entitled kings. You leave the heat like LeBron when I melt your idols' vital things. This is Malcolm and Martin, Million Man March in Sparta, mixed with a legion of angels surrounding sons and daughters. Simon Peter with a desert eagle, waving it at Caesars. Or if